They were sent packing. He's certainly not the issue. Kristaps Porzingis, he's injury prone. Stephen A., you mentioned it. So is it his supporting cast or is it coaching? Mark Cuban told ESPN he's not considering moving on from Rick Carlisle. Max, break it down for me here. What's the problem in Dallas?
Well, the problem in Dallas is Porzingis can't stay healthy. And what that means is every year, if he's lucky, he can get back to where he was the previous season at the end of the season. He didn't even do that this season. This season, he didn't even do that. Last season, the bubble season, he spent the year trying to get back to where he was. And by the way, he got there. He couldn't get past it, but he got there. 35 points in the playoffs. Maybe he's going to be the deciding factor against the Clippers. It didn't work out that way. Got hurt, as usual. And then this year, he wasn't even able to get back to where he was last year. Look, you're 7'3". You know, you have to see, the reason the Lakers don't draft bigs is because they want to see, with bigs, we've got giants. Whose body's going to hold up? Let's give this 6 or 7 years through attrition, see who's there. We'll grab that guy on free agency or a trade, right? Shaq, Kareem, whoever it is, let's grab that guy. But when you draft a big or trade for a big earlier in his career, you don't know. And Porzingis has always had an injury history, and that is the problem. He cannot be a reliable, even number 2, because he can't stay healthy, and this is what winds up happening.
I don't disagree with Max, but it's more complicated than that. In the interest of full disclosure, I've known Rick Carlisle for years. I love the guy, and I think that he's a great coach. But I think that if you're the Dallas Mavericks, you're Rick Carlisle and you're Mark Cuban, you got to sit down and you got to talk about his future in Dallas. Over the last 10 years, they've been out of the first round 6 times, and the other 4 they didn't make the playoffs since they won the title. It's been a decade. I believe that Rick Carlisle deserves to be a head coach on the NBA level. No question about it. I think Boston would be a great spot for him. You understand? I have to wonder about him in Dallas. And here's why. And by the way, I'm wondering about Mark Cuban, too. It's just that Mark Cuban's the owner, and you don't get rid of yourself. I'm not advocating that anybody get rid of. Here's what I'm saying. The city of Dallas, stop the presses, because I'm about to say something nice.
Okay.
I know they got the Dallas Cowboys there contaminating the city.
Stay focused.
I understand that. I'm focused. I'm very focused. Dallas is a marvelous city.
Yeah.
It is a marvelous city, okay? And it's got no state income taxes.
And it's warm weather.
Right? And warm weather for the most part. Why the hell can't you recruit anybody to this franchise? No one goes to Dallas. No free agent goes to Dallas. Rick Carlisle did an outstanding job coaching this series. Look what he was working with. Did an outstanding job coaching this series. But repeatedly, year after year after year, they don't have the personnel. I don't know if Dallas has been a favorite in the last decade. I don't know if they've been a favorite. Dirk Nowitzki couldn't get anybody to come play with him. Luka, thus far, doesn't have anybody to play with him.
You would think you get free agents.
We thought Porzingis.
He thought Porzingis, but that was a trade that they were able to pull up because Porzingis wanted out of New York. My point is that what the hell is going on with the Dallas Mavericks where you can't get marquee free agents to consider your franchise? No state income taxes, good weather, great sports town.
And usually a cornerstone star.
An owner that brings attention to you. A fantastic coach in Rick Carlisle. Rick Carlisle knows what the hell he's doing. He needs to be someplace where they got personnel. Because if I can knock Rick Carlisle for one thing, it's an absence of the ability to recruit, and even that is suspect because guess what? Usually the stars will do it, or you got an owner who's a star in Mark Cuban. But it doesn't seem to happen.
And also Luka and before that, Dirk, you would think that those guys would attract other superstars. It is bizarre.
With that being said, do you feel like Luka's the best player in the world right now?
Here's my thing, Molly. Prove to me that he's not.
I can.
Well, hold up. Prove to me that he's not.
I can.
Okay, you get your chance in a second.
Okay. Well, you said you asked a question. Prove to me he's not. I said I can.
I presume that you will try in a minute.
I'm waiting to hear what you're saying, so go ahead, please.
Check this out. LeBron might be in decline. We don't know. He's got the ankle. He's older. He got knocked out in the first round. Can we definitively say at this moment, we know for sure, as we normally do, LeBron's the best player in the world? I mean, he might be. I've been fooled before because he got hurt 2 years ago, But before the bubble season, I was like, oh, maybe he's not. But we can't prove definitively that he is. Usually he has the playoffs to do that. Can we say KD is? He's not defending. You could say, well, it's because of his motivation. KD, he's trying to defend. He's just not doing a great job of it most nights.
Yeah.
James Harden has been hurt, and now he's hurt again. Luka on offense, and his three isn't even where it's going to be pretty soon, but he can get it whenever he wants. Luka on offense. Let me tell you what the NBA is right now. There are about 5 or 6 players, 6 or 7 players, and every day of the week, one of them is the best player in the world. I'm saying right now, Luka spends as many days as the best player in the world as anyone else
But that
does.
sounds like by default, Max. That sounds like you're saying Luka because all these other guys are banged up. Is that what you're saying?
Partly age, partly they're banged up, partly Luka's on fire, partly he can carry a team, an island of misfit toys. Luka is as likely a candidate to be the best player in the game at this moment as anyone.
Thanks for watching ESPN on YouTube. For live streaming sports and premium content, subscribe to ESPN+.